The Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Good morning, everyone. Ang payo po ni Jesus sa ating lahat ngayon ay to desire mercy. Sabi niya mismo, I desire mercy, not sacrifice. Ang Tagalog po ng mercy ay habag. Habag. In short, the focus po ng gospel ay mercy. Sa Filipino language, pag sinabing mahabag ka sa akin, ibig sabihin hiningi natin sa isa na tayo bigyan ng another chance, or bigyan tayo ng pagkain, bigyan ng pagpapatawad, pag-intindi, attention o tulong, something to give. So this mercy, when you show mercy, you will give, or you will give something. Last June 3, nabasa ko po sa isang article sa BBC website. Ay, ibig sabihin ng BBC ay British Broadcasting Corporation. Ang isang article na ang nilalaman ay isang case study sa Estados Unidos just June 3. Last June 3. Ang main issue ko po kasi ng case study na ito sa Estados Unidos, almost kalahati ng mga state doon, walang minimum age. Walang minimum age para kung isang bata nakagawa ng kasalanan, kung ikulong mo ba siya o hindi, walang minimum age. Sa Pilipinas yata 15 to 18. Ang ibang state naman sa Amerika, 7 years old. Ibig sabihin, kung nakagawa ka ng isang bagay na something criminal, kahit 7 years old ka pa lang, pwede kang ikulong. How much more yung mga walang minimum age? Kung 4 years old ka pala, nakagawa ka ng pwede ka nang ilagay sa karsel. Kaya one case study doon, yung 6 years old sa North Carolina, naghihintay siya kasama ng kanyang family, sumakay sa bus, tapos sa tabi ng road may mga tanim na flowers na tulip. Yung bata naman, out of his excitement, pumutol siya ng isang tulip. Nasa batas pala ng North Carolina that is criminal to get yung nakulong siya, pero sa detention center lang naman in just few weeks. Pero yung mga nagsulat kasi ng article na ito, yung mga grupo na nagpahayag na dagdagan naman itaas naman yung criminal liability from 7 at least 12 to 14. Kasi sabi nila, yung mga bata naman hindi pa naman buong kanilang kamalayan to see the fullness of the consequence of their action, yung kahinat na kanilang ginagawa, hindi pa daw malinaw para sa kanila. At yung pag-aresto sa kanila, yung paglagay ng posas at pagkukulong, kahit konting araw lang yan, ay mag-iwan daw po ng malalim na sugat sa kanilang pagkabata, na instead they looking for understanding, instead of help, they were put into prison. Kaya nga another beautiful case doon, yung kwento ni Charles Rice. Siya ngayon ay 31 years old na. But looking back, sabi niya, yung family kasi daw nila ng bata sila, he lived a very unhappy childhood. He suffered a lot of verbal abuse. Masakit magsilita daw yung magulang niya. Tapos sinasaktan siya lagi. Basta he felt so unloved. Kaya sabi niya, bata pa lang daw siya, meron siyang tinatawag na violent outburst, yung mainitin ng ulo. One day sa school, nag-away sila ng kanyang classmate. Tapos yung kanyang teacher ay umawat. Kaso, dahil meron siyang violent outburst, kinuha niya yung cutter na ginagamit nila sa pang project at nalaslas niya yung kamay ng kanyang teacher. At 9 years old, he spent 8 months sa juvenile detention center. At ang kanyang reflection, sabi niya, looking back, sabi niya, alam niya naman, looking back, ngayon 31 years old, he admitted na what he did was really wrong. Pero sending him down to a detention center para sa kanila was not the right response to address the problem. Kasi sabi niya, I needed therapy and healing. I needed human heart to come to my rescue and not prison. And from his word, he said, it was the criminalization of my childhood. He said, my behavior was crying for help, not handcuffs, hindi posas. Mga kapatid, many times when we look around sa mga kapatid natin or look around us, maraming sintomas talaga that some people may pinagdadaanan. Usually sa case ni Thomas Rice, sana kung pwede, wag natin kagad siya tingnan na mali yung ginawa mo. Kundi dapat ang makita natin, meron umiiyak sa kanyang kalooban na nagtatawag ng tulong. Kaya din po tayo minsan, nagkamali tayo, we judge ourselves, mali ako kaagad, then we hate ourselves. Sana we take another step to understand ourselves more. Kaya minsan, yung pagiging judgmental is a lazy work, lazy. Kasi ayaw mo nang mag-investigate that there's something deeper. Kaya mercy is more for the hard worker. Pag sabing to be merciful, I don't stop judging you, but I will take a few steps to understand you and to know you better and to do something. Yan din po ang tawag sa lahat ng mga perfectionist, sa mga you cannot forget yung pagkamali mo in the past. When you judge yourself, that's for the lazy. But when you start to becoming merciful, parang sabi ni Thomas Rice, I need pala healing and treatment. Friends, to those of you listening right now, maybe some of us, ang puso natin was looking in the past for understanding. Instead, we were judged. We were seeking for help, but people turned their backs. We were searching for healing and love. We were seeking for help, but people are insensitive, took us for granted. At alam nyo, most of the time, nakita ko ito, we experience this from people closest to us. People who first we expect to give us mercy, and I think that's the most painful. Kaya nga po sana pakiusap ng Panginoon sa ating lahat, bilang kanyang tagasunod, ang maging mahabagin. That's a good calling sa mga mag-asawa, sa may mga magulang. We seek first to listen. We seek first to understand and judge. We seek first to listen so that we can know more the person. We seek first to listen so that we will understand. At alam nyo, when we understand, you will love and serve more. So be sensitive, because you never know the person next to you, they have been pala crying within, or what they have been going through. Kaya po maganda rin tanungin ang mga nakikinig ngayon na mga magulang o mayroong mga asawa o may mga anak. Kung isa kang asawa, when was the last time you sit and talk heart to heart with your spouse? Sa mga anak din na may mga tampo sa mga magulang, kasi some children may mga hinanakit sa kanilang mga magulang. Pero ang magandang tanungin, did we took an effort to investigate what your parents went through when they were young? O sa mga kapatid, in relation to one another? To close this homily, gusto pong balikan natin yung kanta ni Michael Jackson na Heal the World. Yung kanta pala na ito, ang main purpose ng kanta na ito ay to send the message na to make the world a better place for you and for me, especially for the children, who is going to be the future of the society. But ang tanong dito, how to make a better world for you and for me, for our children? Nang I tried to read the song, meron siyang advice how. Ang advice ni Michael Jackson sa kantang iyon, there are ways to get there. Sabi niya, first, if you care enough for the living, yung sabihin, sa living, yung may puso na umaandar, hindi sa bato, hindi sa bahay, dapat to the living pala. Pangalawa, the most important, sabi ng kanta, to make a little space. To make a little space. Ano ibig sabihin yan? That means humility. Kaya nga, one way to be merciful, kaya ang taong hindi humble will really have difficulty to be merciful. Kasi ang taong hindi humble, parang may isang kwarto. Gusto na isang taong hindi humble, gusto niya yung lahat ng space sa loob ng room sa kanya. But that's impossible. Kasi may mga tao din na gusto magkaroong space doon sa loob ng room. If you want yung lahat ng room na iyon, sa'yo lahat, then you are not going to make a space for others. You're going to deprive. Yun ang problema ngayon doon sa Pariseo. They don't want to make a space for the apostles, hungry stomach. Doon din sa mga story ko kanina, they don't want to make a space. That's laziness. Kaya nga po, in short, the next time you make a space for others, make space for your parent, make space for your friends, even to yourself. Be merciful to yourself. Kung nagkamali man tayo in the past, please do not identify yourself to your past. Make a space that you can have a new beginning. Isa daw po sa sinyales na meron kang high emotional quotient, EQ, if you have the capacity to forgive yourself. Na kahit man if you failed in the past, it's past, but do not let the past control you. Ang number one kaaway ng maraming tao ngayon, yung sense of guilt. Number one, yan daw ang number one na cause of depression. You cannot let go of the past. So make a space, be merciful. Tama ang gospel ngayon, unahin natin ating sarili to desire mercy for yourself. Make a space to see a new beginning. If you stumble in the past, in the road, but it does not mean the end of your journey. Kaya nga po tama talaga, to close this homily, the road to peace, we always start within. And it will start when we start to realize that God has been showing us a lot of mercy through and through. So God bless everyone. May Jesus heal us. May